corporations are made up of individual employees all pursuing the same corporate mission. We're pleased to introduce to the stage Jeanette Ward with her story of a corporation's soul. Now, Jeanette joined Texas Mutual in 1993 after earning her Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Texas at Austin. She served as Senior Manager of Corporate Planning, Budget and Accounting, been Vice President of Claim and Information Services, Vice President of Medical Operations. She's currently serving in the state as head of the statewide operations, their network, safety services, marketing, customer engagement, and the call center operations. So it's safe to say Texas Mutual is on pause right now. Please welcome Jeanette Ward with her own story of Houston Strong.
Thank you. So I'm Jeanette Ward, Senior Vice President of Policyholder Services at Texas Mutual. I've worked there for 24 years this month, and you might ask if I like my job. 24 years is a long time. We're talking about career well-being. And the answer is no, I don't like my job. I love my job. And the reason I love my job is because Texas Mutual always does the right thing. Our employees believe in our mission to serve our policyholders and to help injured workers. And when the communities we serve need help, Texas Mutual steps up and we help. And that's exactly what we did with Hurricane Harvey when it came ashore back in September. So as soon as we knew the devastation of the storm and the subsequent flooding, our president, Richard Gasco, got us all together and talked about what we can do to help. We're located in Austin, that's our corporate office, but we have offices all over the state, including an office in Houston. So first and foremost, our concern was for our employees, their well-being, their safety, their loved ones. So we located everyone. We knew who had damage, we knew who was displaced, and we knew who needed help. First thing we did was we decided just to close the office for the week after the storm. We didn't want employees torn between, should I come to work? We knew there was a lot of chaos in the streets in Houston, so we just wanted to keep everyone at home focusing on their recovery. That meant the work had to get done still. We had new claims coming in, we had to underwrite policies, so the employees in the other offices stepped up. They, without hesitation, took over the work, and the world went on. The next week, whenever the office was opened up again, a fellow executive and I went down to Houston. We had $1,000 Visa gift cards for all the affected employees. We had a care package, just necessities because people were displaced from their homes. And I even drove one of our extra pool cars down because one of our employees lost his truck in the flood, and it was going to be a while before he was able to get a new vehicle. That same employee, it was kind of a funny story, had evacuated so fast that he only left with his hiking boots on. And he was lamenting that he wished he had a different pair of shoes to wear. No big deal, except he wears size 17 shoes. Apparently, you cannot buy size 17 shoes at any store. So there's a specialty shoe store in Austin. I went down there and bought these giant flip-flops for him and drove him down the next day. The look on his face when I handed him the keys in this giant shoebox was priceless. And I got to tell you, listening to his story, listening to the story of every employee that was impacted, their evacuations, all that happened to him, it was a really humbling experience, awe-inspiring. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget the look on their face when we handed them gift cards, hearing over and over again them saying, wow, I can't believe I work for a company that cares. This is really great. I'll never forget the one adjuster who, when she looked in her care box and realized we had put toys in there, she broke down crying because we were thoughtful enough to know that she was taking care of a grandchild and they had lost everything. I'll never forget the compassion and the willingness to help. All the employees in Houston band together and they would go to different houses and help people clean out. And employees from other regions came as well and helped. And those that couldn't, we had a gift card program. And so they were able to donate gift cards to help. We're a company of 1,000 employees spread out all over the state of Texas. But in that moment, we felt like a family. And it was great to be a part of that, even in the face of a tragedy. So next, we turned our attention to our policyholders. We're a mutual company owned by our policyholders, and we knew we had to help. So our president recommended and our board of directors approved a Hurricane Harvey disaster relief grant in the amount of $10 million for our policyholders to get them back to work as quickly as possible. They could use it to pay for payroll maybe that they weren't able to make while they were closed, any damage to their buildings or offices, just whatever they needed to get back on their feet as quickly as possible. And it turned out to be a great success. I got to be the executive lead on that program as well. This was 2 Thursdays after the storm. We knew we were about to get board approval. I assembled a team with IT, call center, marketing people, and I said, so can we get an online grant application with an approval process and a payment process all controlled, rules to follow? And they were enthusiastic and decided, said, yeah, we can do this. And they were even still enthusiastic when I asked if they could do it in less than a week. They did it. We were writing our first Harvey grant relief checks a week later to policyholders, and I was very proud of the team. So at Texas Mutual, we have a saying that we want to help build a safer, stronger Texas. And I believe our efforts around Hurricane Harvey proved that we're true to that mission, we're true to that goal. We gave out grants up to $10,000 to almost 1,100 policyholders. We actually went over our allocation of $10 million, and the board approved a little bit more. So right now we've given out $10.5 million. So do I like what I do? Yes, I love what I do. I get to walk into a building every day filled with people who are always counted on to do the right thing, and that's a really good feeling. But I want to end with just reading one little note from a policyholder. Thank you so very much. It's wonderful being a customer with a company who cares. I've always admired how you award us for safety through your dividends. Feels good to know that you're working for the people. And I can tell you it does feel good to work for a company that really cares. Thank you for your time.